I'm Brian Chigatelli. I'm the learning technologist at HP, and I figured out a way to allow thousands of teams to use Miro for free in order to create long-lasting behavior change. You see, HP wants to become the world's most sustainable and just technology company by 2030. And to do that, we need all employees to embrace and adopt a few new behaviors. We need to be a little bit more ambitious, more inclusive, more customer-centric. We could, of course, train executives and have them cascade that information down through their teams, but traditionally that doesn't lead to long-term behavior change. No, what we need to do is work at a team level, but every team is so vastly different that there's no way that I could possibly instruct each one of them on the particular things that they would need to change in order for HP to hit this goal. So I needed a way for every team to learn about an idea, brainstorm how it could apply to the work that they actually do, and then practice it together while supporting each other and holding each other accountable. And that's where Miro came in. I created a Miro board that initially puts employees onto a welcome page that introduces them to Miro. Since most employees have never used the platform before, they would need a quick crash course and a practice area. Here they learn how to use sticky notes, move around the board and zoom in, and some other basics. Also on the board, I put all the resources they would need to run all the 4 sprints, basically to learn about these new behaviors. I locked literally everything down except for the sticky notes and the stars, so they don't move things around or click on things by mistake. Each team gets together and one member of the team, not the manager, leads the brainstorming and ideation phase. As a team, they decide how this principle applies to the work that they do and what they might do differently going forward. They make an action plan, including any support they might need, and the next week they have a reflection session to reassess and ensure that the actions are sustainable. Over a period of a year, employees would go through the experiments in all of the sprints. So how did we get this one board into the hands of thousands of teams? Well, each team would of course need their own unique copy of the board, and I used Miro's developer tools for that. You'll need to get a bearer token from Miro's tech team, but then you can just copy the ID of the existing board, set all the permissions, and that'll give you a code that you can put in lots of different languages. I modified the code and used PowerShell to create 50 boards at a time. I then generated random passwords and had a desktop bot open each board and assign a unique password to it, and then add the board URL and the password combo to a SharePoint list. When a team is ready to start brainstorming, they would just claim a board, and a bot would find the next board without an owner and assign it to them. So only that team would know the URL and password of that board. They'd be able to access the board for free as visitors, but they'd have full editing rights because those are the permissions that I set on the board. And this would be their board forever, so they can always go back to review their ideas and their action items. So more than 1,000 teams have a board, but they're all created under my one license. This allows all teams to try out Miro for free for this specific use case, and if they like it and want to use it for other purposes, they can easily sign up for their own license. A year after launching the program, feedback has been overwhelmingly positive, with many teams sharing stories of things that they're doing differently now to help HP meet its ambitious goals. Feedback specifically about Miro has also been positive. Miro enabled us to meet teams where they are, so they could make the behavior changes necessary that will lead HP to becoming the most sustainable and just technology company in the world. Thanks so much for watching.